So today I've come to Weston-super-Mare, and from here I'm walking to Burnham-on-Sea, or Highgate in Burnham, to get the train back. So it's a relatively flat route and it's shaping up to be a warm day. I might have to take this top off. So yeah, it's about 18 miles ish. So let's see how we get on. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm leaving Weston-super-Mare beach now, and it's quicksand. I've got to go and land a bit to cross the River Axe. So yeah, let's through some nature reserves and things like that. So yeah, it should be quite nice. So I'm currently walking through Uphill Nature Reserve. It's quite a nice little reserve actually. So I've now entered another nature reserve called Woolborough Nature Reserve with its cows. Hello mate. So I've just entered another nature reserve called Bleedon Nature Reserve. There's loads around here, it's magnificent. Okay, so this is the Great Bird Screen of Breed, and apparently marks where tidal waters end and controlled waters begin. Nice herd of cows there. And this is the River Axe, which I'm about to cross via this sluice that controls the water. You know, this area is pretty amazing really. I'm now entering what's called the River Axe Waterbird Refuge, and I don't know if the camera's going to pick it out, but it's a rather large heron. I'll twist around. Oh, it's just flying off. Don't know if it's picked it out, but yeah, rather large heron on the edge of the River Axe there. So all these nature reserves, it's brilliant. Can't say no, but brilliant. So a bit of a nice cloud formation overhead, and I'm now walking along Breen Down. Bit of a climb up, nothing too major, but once you're up here it's certainly very peaceful. So I'm going to come back along the top there, skirting around the edge here. Apparently there's a fort at the end of it, Breen Down Fort, so I'll check that out and have a look at that. Okay, well here's the fort. Look around, I think. A couple of fireplaces either end. What's through here? Oh, just takes you out. Ah. I was trying to see when it dates from. The only thing I've seen is the 1870s, where there's a gunpowder storage place underneath that mound. So, but I'm no historian. Okay, so on top of Breen Down, it's quite a good overview where we've been actually and where we're going to go. So over there is Weston-super-Mare. We started this morning, walked along the front, along the beach, and then about there we headed on inland. I don't know if you can make it out. Along there is the River Axe. So we walked a couple of miles inland, followed the Axe, crossed the Axe, came back to the coast, then up, home down here. The fort's that way, and it feels like an island up here, and I don't know if the camera pick it out there, there's like an island out there. I think it's called Sheepholm and Flatholm over there, the lighthouse. And I suppose one day this will be, given time and sea levels, this will become an island itself. because this is the way back now, and as you can see it's all flat there. So there's this bit of land which just rises up, and then we're going to walk along the coast there towards Burnham-on-Sea, which I think is just around the bend. So we've got about 10 miles to go. Oh, someone's missing out on a trick here. An aerial runway from here down to the beach. Okay, so behind me is Green Down. Then we drop down onto Green Beach, which is all the way in the distance. And this stretch of beach is pretty long. It's called Barrow Flats. It's got to be about 5 or 6 miles. And yeah, it's very appropriately named because kind of all the way in the distance pretty much, as far as you can see along this beach, is where I've got to go. And then I need to swing a left along the beach still towards Burnham-on-Sea. So yeah, it's a quite long beach walk. I've got to say, actually, it's pretty nice. It's you know, there's not many people around. There's a few houses dotted along. Looks like sand dunes, but yeah, it's nice and quiet. So if you don't like people, probably bad choice of words that, but you know what I mean. Don't like crowds. This is a sort of beach to come to. Very high tidal range though, so be careful. It's still going on. It's going on forever. It's getting pretty hot now. Sea's way out. I've gone around this bend and there's no breeze, or not much of a breeze. Yeah, getting pretty intense, the heat. Whew. Now I know what a camel feels like. Well, that could make a interesting Airbnb. Okay, after what, 7-8 miles, something like that, of walking on the beach, I've made it to Burnham-on-Sea. Don't want to come across like I'm complaining. That's quite a long beach walk for me. Sand being my least favourite of the surfaces, but that was quite hard packed, so it was easy going really. But yeah, nice walking on the beach, and yeah, Burnham-on-Sea. And now I'm going to try and grab a drink because I am pretty thirsty. Okay, so just literally left Burnham-on-Sea. We're leaving the sea now, and that there is the River Brue, B-R-U-E. So I think that's how you pronounce it. So yeah, we'll follow the River Brue now to High Bridge, and then we've cracked the route, so a couple of miles to go. So this is where I wish I had my camera zoom lens, because out there, did you hear that? I think that's a common redshank, and I think they're a tiny bird. I didn't see one fly by that boat down there, but I haven't got a zoom, so I can't focus on them. That was one just going across the water, but it's not picked it up, has it? Of course the camera's not picked it up. But yeah, anyway, common redshank. Nice, nice little bird. And I believe they're not endangered, but they're on a watch list, I think. So yeah, this whole route actually, lots of it at the start. I'm going to do a bit to the end of the camera now actually, because we're approaching High Bridge, so it's going to be about 18 miles or so time we get there. But I've got to say, from Weston-super-Mare, all those nature reserves were, I mean, incredible. I think a lot of utility companies put money into the nature reserves around the area, so make of that what you will, but they're there and they are certainly attracting lots of life. Absolutely wonderful to see. So yeah, then up to Bring Down, that was lovely up there, and then down and all the way along the beach, which was I mean, if you don't like walking, avoid that. I didn't mind it, but it was a long flat stretch that just went on for a long time. Yeah, Burnham-on-Sea, and now we've got these flats here. I mean, I've walked from Highbridge to Bridgewater before, and again all along there, from memory, I did a video on it actually. So much wildlife, bird life, so much. So this sort of corner of Somerset, I mean, if you like bird spotting wildlife, I mean, see, it's just brilliant, man. It's brilliant. In fact, you could actually make a long weekend of this. If you like backpacking, you could go from Weston-super-Mare all the way through to Bridgewater and say make a long weekend of it, or a weekend of it. So I've really enjoyed this walk actually. The first section of it, particularly of all those nature reserves, I would say on balance actually, yeah, I'd say this is my favourite walk of the year so far. It's been really nice. Anyway, checking out, still not got a drink, so that's gonna be my next port of call, a drink and train, or vice versa.